بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فأعطى رحمه الله says الكبيرة الثامنة والعشرون الرجلة من النساء والمخنث من الرجال. Major sin number 28, masculine women and feminine men. Masculine women and feminine men. Women who wish to be like men, and men who wish to dress and walk and talk and sit and laugh and joke like women. قال الله تعالى والذين يجتنبون كبائر الإثم والفواحش. قال ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما لعن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم المخنثين من الرجال والمترجات أو المترجلات من النساء. صحيح. وعن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أنه قال لعن الله الرجلة من النساء. إسناده حسن. وقال أبو هريرة رضي الله عنه لعن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الرجل يلبس لبسة المرأة والمرأة تلبس لبسة الرجل. إسناده صحيح. رواه أبو داود. وقال صلى الله عليه وسلم صنفان من أهل النار لم أرهما قوم معهم سيات كأذناب البقر يضربون بها الناس ونساء كاسيات عاريات مائلات مميلات رؤوسهن كأسمنة البخت المائلة لا يدخلن الجنة ولا يجدن ريحها وإن ريحها ليوجد من مسيرة كذا وكذا. أخرجه مسلم. وقال صلى الله عليه وسلم على هلك الرجال حين أطاعوا النساء. Al-Kaba'ir rahimahullah, he says, Allah the Exalted, he says, and those who avoid kaba'ir al-ithm, the major sins, wal-fawahish, and things which are fahisha, things which are reprehensible, things which are repugnant, things which are unaccepted, things that are beyond the normal standards. There's bad, there's sin, and then that which is beyond that, which cannot be accepted. That which is just totally bad. And from that is opposite sexes imitating each other. A person has a girlfriend, he makes zina, that's bad. But without a doubt, that's an act of fahish as well. A man being with another man is a different level. A woman being with another woman is a different level. A natural creation of a man to imitate a woman is something that is totally abnormal, and it is something that is rejected. So perhaps this is why Al-Dhahabi rahimahullah quoted this ayah. Perhaps that's why he quoted this ayah. Whereas he sees that something as a fahisha. Not only is it sin, as he previously mentioned, major sin, but the concept of is fahish, is something that's ziyadatan ala al-qadr wal-asl. It's something that goes beyond the normal limit. It's something that goes beyond the normal limit. Whereas the word fahusha, yafhashu, fuhshan, or fahshan, or fahsha, something that is extremely long, something that is extremely big, something that goes beyond the normal size. It's abnormal. It is abnormal. Let alone the fact that in most cases, when a man is imitating a woman and looking like a woman and dressing like a woman, in most cases he's a homosexual. In most cases he's going to be a what? Homosexual. And that's also fahisha. And in most cases, when a woman is dressing like a man and looking like a man and acting and behaving like a man, she's going to be a lesbian. So this is, inshallah, perhaps the reason why he quoted that ayah. Hadith number 203, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu narrated that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam cursed men who are feminine, men that are like sissies like this, mukhannathin. He cursed them. And he also cursed women who are dykes, mutarajjilat, women who wish to be rough and tough like a man is. Dhahabi says this hadith is sahih. The Prophet also said, Allah curses women who are masculine. Its isnad is hasan. Next hadith, Abu Hurairah narrated, Allah's Messenger ﷺ cursed the man who wears the clothing of women. Today, now people do what? Cross-dressing. Okay? Or what's the other word they use? Not cross-gender. The guy wears his dress, puts on all of the makeup, like a woman. No, it's a specific word they use. The word,
Transgender.
No. It's still, I can't get the word. I know, but I just can't say it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Where they call it drag queen. That's the word, a drag queen. A drag queen. When men, they dress up like women. They put on dresses, they put on makeup, and all of these different things like this. Drag queens, let alone transgender, whatever the case, and just wearing women's clothes. Some people have sickness, they put on women's underwear, put on women's underpants, they wear women's clothes like this. They are cursed. And he also says a woman who wears the clothing of men. As you see, walking down the street, in the store, in the airport, in the train, in the airport, you see a woman, you see her, and that's a guy. Then you take another glance, so that's a girl. With the pants, with the boots, with this, with that, walking and sitting and talking, trying to be tough, just like a what? Just like a man. But as Allah says, male is not like the female. No matter how much a person disguises and hides, you can clearly see that is a woman. You can clearly see that is a man. No matter what surgery you get, say what? The hands, waliyadu billah. No woman's hands look like that. Everyone understand this? Some things you just can't change. Adam's apple, Allahumma musta'an. These things are all cursed. And they become normal things in our society, unfortunately. The Prophet, he cursed all of them. He says, Isnad is Sahih, and Imam Abu Dawood, rahimahullah ta'ala, have reported that hadith. The next hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, Sinfani min ahli nari lam arahuma. He says there are two types of people that will be punished in the fire I haven't yet seen. Not yet, they didn't come yet. He says, the first is qawmun ma'ahum siyat. People who whip and beat people with leather whips, leather straps, cattle, nine tails, or anything like this, a whip that you whip an animal with, baqar. He says, yadribuna bi'nas. They beat people horribly, viciously. That's the first type. The second type, he says, وَنِسَاءٌ كَاسِيَاتٌ عَارِيَاتٌ. He says, women who are dressed but naked. Women who are ma'ilat. They are deviants. They have deviated. They've turned away from the straight path. Mumilat. And they do the same to other women. They invite other women to get tattoos, to wear fake hair, to go outside without hijab, to switch, to dance, to make zinat, to do this, to do that. They themselves are corrupt, and they also corrupt other women. The Prophet ﷺ says, Ru'usuhunna, he says their heads like the humps of camels. Okay, like that, humps of camels. They will not enter paradise, nor will they enjoy its fragrance, even though its fragrance can be smelt and can be taken from such and such a distance. Min masirati kada wa kada. And hadith is collected by Imam Muslim. Al-Dhahabi, rahimahullah ta'ala, he then says, hadith number 6, the Prophet, hadith number 207, the Prophet says, Ala halaka rijalu hina ata'u nisa. He says here that the men have become destroyed when they obeyed women. The men became destroyed when they what? When they obeyed the women. فمن الأفعال التي تلعن عليها المرأة إظهار الزينة والذهب واللؤلؤ من تحت النقاب وتطييبها بالمسك والعنبر ونحو ذلك ولبسها الصباغات والمداس إلى ما أشبه ذلك من الفضائح. Al-Dhahabi rahimahullah ta'ala, he then says, from the reasons behind a woman being cursed, he says, as a woman to show her charms, her beauty marks, her gold, her silver, her pearls, min taht al-niqab, from beneath the face veil. From what? Beneath the face veil. Showing you, according to this speech, that if a woman had these things on and she was covered up, then there wouldn't be any problem. But the moment she's trying to show it, but she's still covered, as if her face is out, but her face is covered, as if you know what she's wearing under her niqab, but you don't, just like the hadith. Let alone today, when they have fashion hijab. They have fashion hijab. The hijab that's contoured, the style, the fabric, the color, the shape. It's see-through, but it's not see-through. It's loose, but it's still cut to fit around her body, unfortunately. So Dhahabi, he says the niqab. What is the case about a woman who doesn't wear niqab at all and wears makeup outside with her face uncovered? He says here, and women different perfuming themselves. He says here with different types of dyes and things like this that they put in their hair. He says this is all from fadaih, disgraceful things. And that's the end of major sin number 27. And perhaps the secret behind him mentioning that hadith, or first and foremost, is the hadith. He says the two types of people of the hellfire. That does not pertain to a woman trying to be like a man. or man trying to be like a woman. But the hadith shows us the general concept of a woman what? Going astray and not being on the sirat al-mustaqim. And also the hadith that says that women or men are destroyed when they start obeying women, which shows one of the reasons behind women going astray and men going astray is by them what? Having to say so. By a woman being in control, a woman being in charge, a woman wanting to run the show. And this is a very unfortunate concept you find in many cultures, many households, many Muslims. The woman is the dominant force. She says what to do, what not to do, where to go, where not to go. She takes care of everything. He says, well, I'll let her handle it, I don't interfere with her. I don't want any arguments. I don't want any problems, She can do it, unfortunately. So ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to protect us from this. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد.